I have been photographing and interviewing children with long-term illnesses and serious disabilities whose treatment or care was interrupted by the war in Ukraine. In June, I met Sonya. In October of 2020, Sonya was diagnosed with retinoblastoma cancer, which is a type of eye cancer. She caught it early, her left eye was removed, and she started a series of chemotherapy and radiation. In February of 2022, she was due to go in for chemotherapy at Ohmedit, and the war started. And so they were redirected to Poland, and there Sonya received a lot of diagnostic tests, but no actual chemotherapy, no treatment. With cancer treatment, especially where the chemotherapy has already begun, time is essential. And so at that point, almost 3 months into their stay in Poland, Sonya's mother, Natalia, took Sonya, went back to Ukraine. They went back to Ohmedit. After a series of other tests, they identified another tumor behind her right eye. She had her second eye removed in August 2022. And then she did a series of radiation, chemotherapy for a while and fell into remission for about a year. And then in March of 2024, she said, "Mom, I have a lump on my head." At that point, a doctor said she has days to live. Beyond the sort of everyday stress of war, Ohmedit, where Sonya and Natalia went repeatedly, was hit and shattered. It's happening sort of across the board. I met Sonya on June 4th. They were living in the shelter of the City of Goodness. And at that point, she was quite lively, charismatic, very loving, always joking around. In fact, it was hard to believe she was actually blind because she moved around, navigated the space around her with such ease. And then by the time I went back, at the end of July, she had lost a tremendous amount of weight. She was much less mobile. There was nothing really for the doctors to do at that point except manage her pain. On August 20th, we all knew it was really the end. I got there at 1:30 in the morning, and she passed away about an hour after I arrived. I have been covering the war since the beginning, and I have seen so many victims directly impacted by the war, by missile strikes, drone strikes, loneliness, trauma. But children who have long-term illnesses and serious disabilities, to me, in many cases, have already been written off. No one's paying attention to them.